Well, hey everybody. All right, let's do this. All right. Okay. I guess we'll start with the books that I picked up just today. I took myself a little bit of a road trip. I have a rental car. I plan on going to a couple of conventions this weekend. So I have a rental car, and I figured, you know what? Let's put it to good use. Let's drive out, a little further than usual. And I mean, it was okay. Yeah, it was okay. It was alright. It was alright. It was alright. And I just picked this up today. This is Detective Comics number 298, first appearance of the modern Clayface. This book, I found this. Well, first off, 2 weeks ago, there was a sale at one of my local stores and really good prices on stuff, and a copy of Detective 98 was there, and he wanted, I think, close to 200 for it, and it's in probably similar condition to this. Actually, this might even be a little bit better. I think this might be better. I think this might be in better condition. This is outright VG condition, and he wanted 200 or so. And I just kept, hemming and hawing, just like, oh, I don't want to, because ultimately I really don't care that much about Clayface to want to spend 200 on a VG, maybe even VG minus copy. So I let it go. I kind of regretted it. I figured, well, if I go back to the store and it's still there, I'll pick it up. And it wasn't there. So I'm like, okay, all right, no big deal. So a couple of weeks later, cut to today, and I'm at this store, and I find this copy in, I would say, better condition than the other one. Found this for $50. Woo! Woo! I got my hands up right now. Woo! I want to praise. All right. Found this thing for $50, and in this condition, I don't know. Prices on this and values are kind of, I don't know. To me, they're all over the place. I really can't get a good read on what a copy of Detective 298 really goes for. But it definitely goes for a lot more than $50. I mean, you can see there's a little subscription crease down the middle, but other than that, it needs a press. But man, other than that, man, this book is nice. This book is really nice, like super nice. Yes, found you. Yes, yes. If there is such a fine line between holding out and missing out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Sometimes you'll pass up a book and just totally regret it, and sometimes you'll pass up a book and then find it for cheaper somewhere else. You really are playing the game. Okay, we got to move on to, what are we doing here? What is this? This is Wolverine number 310. This is a 1 in 50 Ed McGuinness variant. I believe this is from the 2010s. I don't know. Honestly, there's so many volumes of Wolverine. It's really tough to say. I forget what year this is from. This might be from 2010. I think. Ooh, correct me if I'm wrong. But this is 310. And now this is a book I've seen. Now I've been going to this store whenever I go out of town. I go to this store, and I've been going there for probably 2 to 3 years. And I see this book there, and the price tag on it is $40, and I'm just like, oh, do I want to pay $40 on it? Because the prices on it, like eBay prices on it, really don't warrant me paying $40. And so I don't know. And then just this week, I see a lot of listings for Wolverine 310 1 in 50 variant go for close out at $40. So I'm basically paying the going rate for this at $40. So you know what? I'm fine with that. And it's a really cool cover. I think a book like this has a lot of potential. All right. Now, I have no clue what's up with this book. Captain America number 19. This is the collage variant. I believe this is from 2011. Now, when I saw it at the store, I looked it up, just to see what was up with it. And the only thing that I saw on eBay was just one listing, one closed listing, and it went for $50. So I'm like, okay, all right, that's good enough for me. This book was, I believe, 12. So, I figured I'd pick it up. Why not? It was $12. And last but not least from this store was Wolverine Number... Oh, there's a lot of Wolverine going on here. But Wolverine Number 2, I don't know what series this is from. I forget what year this is from. Might be 2000... Well, it's a vampire variant. I found this was 8. So, okay. All right. I mean, the book will go for maybe 20 to 25. I found it for 8. Okay, now the thing of it is, when the guy rung me up, I believe this should have come to $114 plus tax. And I really didn't even realize it till afterwards. When he rung me up, I think he knocked off $10 on this. So I wound up paying $104 and like change after taxes. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. All right. But I did not realize it until I got home. All right. Another thing of books that I picked up on my little mini road trip was Conan number 23, first appearance of Red Sonja. It's probably in fine condition. I looked at the back because you can see there's spray paint at the top here. I think stores did that with stock that they didn't sell or something like that. And it's common for stores to have like that little spray paint. I mean, it's common for comics of this time period to have spray paint at the top. But I believe this book might be in maybe fine condition. I paid $20 for it. I'm like, oh shit, that's a no-brainer right there. That's definitely a no-brainer. And I also found a copy of Marvel, all new Marvel Now .1. Found that for cover price. And as a lot of people know, Kamala Khan is something. Somebody asked the head of Marvel Studios what's going on with Kamala Khan, and he said, well, something's in the works. So that means anything Kamala Khan, early appearances, all that good shit, they have blown up. In a book like this, I paid cover price for it. I found it. A book like this is going for $30 to $40 right now. So, I mean, I found it for cover price. That's pretty much the most I would have been willing to pay for it. I wasn't going to pay the premium on it at all. There was no way. There was no way in hell. But, yeah, I talked about this book many, many moons ago. And then, yeah. All right, first appearance. I believe this is the first actual appearance of Kamala Khan in her Miss Marvel outfit. So, doing superhero shit. So, all right. Okay. The thing of it is, speaking of Captain Marvel and Kamala Khan, here's a book that I picked up I want to say 2 days ago. 2 days ago. So these are pretty much very, very, very recent pickups. Captain Marvel, number 17. Now, I picked this up from one of my local stores. I found this for cover price. Can you believe that? Just a couple of days ago. Found this for cover price. And again, anything relating to Kamala Khan is blowing up. And I'm going to tell you, this just might be one of my favorite comic book covers ever. What I love about it is that you have like you have a crowd of brolic-faced chicks. All right. In their, in their little poses. And then you have like this smattering of like extremely effeminate looking dudes wearing, what is this? wearing the Captain Marvel uniform, wearing the female Captain Marvel uniform. I don't know why. Like when I first saw this book back in 2015, I'm like, oh my God, especially this guy. There's just something about that dude. I'm like, God damn, dude. Oof. It's like every single one of them like apologizes for being a guy. Like, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. And especially this one. And like each one of these chicks are like scary in their own little way, especially this one. Especially that one. Woo-wee! You scared the shit out of me. It's like every single one of them will cut a wiener off without a second thought. There's the representation of the book's author right there. And yeah, but the cover is just so entertaining. I love the cover so much. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Okay, what did I want to say? I want to say a few months ago, like I sold off like a lot of Captain Marvel stuff and a lot of the Kamala Khan stuff that I had, because I was just like, I don't care. Oh, let me get rid of it. Luckily, I kept 2 copies of Captain Marvel number 14. I kept the second print of number 17 and a copy of Miss Marvel number 1 from around that time. But pretty much everything else I just kind of got rid of, especially in number 17. I wound up realizing I didn't have a copy of this anymore. So I'm just like, oh crap, I don't have a copy of number 17 first print. So I found it, and I found it for cover price. Okay, that's enough talking about this comic. All right, I picked this up a couple of days ago as well at a store nearby. This is Marvel Premiere number 19, first appearance of Colleen Wing. This was $5, and this book is in near mint condition. Like, this book is at least a 9.6. Like, this book is really pretty. Sharp corners, like really sharp corners. Like, virtually flawless. I'm surprised this book was only $5. And I found a copy of number 21. I would say this book might be near mint minus. Maybe a 9.4. Maybe a 9.4. I know this little area right there could probably be pressed out. But this is the first full appearance of Misty Knight after Marvel Team Up number 1. So, yeah. So, these are the books that I bought just this week. All right. Now, here's some books I picked up online. Here we go with a few copies of Action Comics number 100, the Jim Lee tour variant. I think I got caught up in the hype. I paid, how much did I pay? $66 each. I paid $66 each. They're in near mint condition. But, I don't know. I got caught up in the hype. First appearance of this character right there. What's his name? That's his name. That's his name. That's what's written. Another book I picked up. I forget how much I paid. This is, what is this? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Playmates. This is number 1 third print. I believe I paid $40 for this, and this is probably a fine minus condition book. There's a kind of heavy spine ticks. Now, the black activist in me cannot appreciate this right there because there's a lot of ticks. This is not a deep black. It's not a deep black. So I have to, I can't appreciate this book as a black activist. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it was cheap enough at $40. So I'm like, okay, all right. And another book, Uncanny XMen number 522. Now, I showed this book off a few months ago, and this was around the time when there was talk of a Kitty Pryde movie. I don't know why there would be a Kitty Pryde solo movie, but this book really blew up, and I wound up selling my copy for, around $100. So I thought that was that was awesome. By the way, that was terrific. And I was able to get a copy back. I believe I paid less than $10 for this one. I honestly forget. It might have been 10 or less than 10, but nice X-Men 522 variant. Okay. All right. Now we're jumping back in time to Free Comic Book Day. Now, the first store that I went to, I picked it. This is a store that I would go to. I've been going to this store for a good 3 to 4 years. The first 3 years were amazing. They were all dollar books, and the stuff that I found was just, if you just go back to videos that I made from around this time, go back, I would say 3 years, holy shit, the stuff that I found was just terrific, just amazing stuff. And this year, not so much. It was super disappointing. I would travel an hour to go to this store, and this time it was not worth it. It was not worth the hour. So, and here are the books right here. I don't know if we have time, I'll show them to you towards the end. But it really was not worth driving an hour for. But I drive back home and go to one of my local stores. This is the closest store to me. And he got in a collection of Silver Age stuff that just, wow. It was wow. Super wow. Okay, let's start with Batman number 139. First appearance of Batgirl, but not the Barbara Gordon Batgirl. This is the Kid Kane Batgirl. So, let's get close. This book is really nice. This is the third copy that I've had in my lifetime. So, there's like a little bit of a, little thing going on right there. But this book is clean. This book is super clean. Look at that. Really beautiful. This book is definitely going to CGC. I paid $240 for this one. I paid $240 out the door for this one. Beyond worth it. Beyond worth it. There was a copy that I bought, I want to say, about 9 months ago. And it was, it was in decent condition. A little less nicer than that. And for what I sold it for, it basically got it for that much. You know what I'm saying? I think I sold it for $300, so that means I cleared like $250 in profit. I don't even think that. Like if you sell a book on eBay for $300, you get back how much? About 13. You come back with about 87%, because you got eBay fees and PayPal. Fuck eBay and PayPal. But anyway, for what I sold it for, it basically paid for this. So, beautiful book. And I'm definitely not selling this one. I'm holding on to you. Matter of fact, you're going to CGC tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're going to CGC tomorrow. Next book is Thanos, number 13. Now, let's get this out of the way. I paid $20 for this one. Now, you may ask yourself, I already have 2 copies that I paid cover price for. So, why would I pay $20 for this one? Why would I pay a premium on this one? Well, this book is flawless. I looked at this book front and back, and this is this is a very nice 9.8 candidate. I really don't want to jinx myself, because if this comes back at a 9.6, I don't want anybody laughing at me. You know what I'm saying? So if this does come back at a 9.6, I probably won't show it. So I probably won't show it because y'all ain't gonna catch me in my defeats. No, you aren't. All right, I'll show it. I don't care. I'll show it. I found another Thanos book. Thanos number 15. I paid $10 for this one. This was a really good buy. This was an excellent buy. This is where, okay, so 13 is the first appearance of Cosmic Ghost Rider, and number 15 is where Cosmic Ghost Rider reveals himself as Frank Castle. I'm still not sure how that works, but it is what it is. And this book is probably, well, actually it is. It's going for just as much as 13. The last eBay sale I saw for this was like $60. Like this very, very, very respectable price. I've noticed lately that there's a lot of regular cover books that are going for a lot. If you have Teen Titans 12, Thanos 13, what's another one? I can't think right now. But you get what I'm saying. There's like a kind of a trend of kind of regular cover books. I tell you what, non-variant books that, also All New Wolverine number 2. How can I forget that? Hell, even the second print is going for something. So it's like this kind of a trend of non-variant books, you know, going for damn near variant prices. Okay. I also found from this store at their free comic book day sale was Flash number 117. After the sale price, I wound up paying $100 for this. Now, this one is probably VG, maybe VG Plus, maybe VG Plus. Let's get it in. This is definitely an upgrade from the copy that I had. Definite upgrade. First appearance of Captain Boomerang. There's a little bit of a thing going on right there. Really beautiful book. So yeah, probably, I guess, a VG Plus. Yeah, I'm comfortable seeing that. Oh, now here's the book of the haul. In my opinion, this is the book of the haul. Flash number 139. First appearance of Reverse Flash. Of course. I am so happy to have this book. Now, I picked up this one. I picked these up all on the same day, but this one, it took me a day to kind of think it over. I paid $400 for this one, and like I said, it took me some time to kind of justify having to pay that. But once I figured it out, I snapped to it and bought it. Look at this. This book is so beautiful. Now, this is definitely going to CGC as well. You see a little bit of writing right there, but I mean, books from this time period that have writing on it, especially like a date on it, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all, actually. God, look at this. Whew. The comic book gods have smiled. Yes, they have. Hallelujah. All right. But yeah, you know what? I don't even want to say what the grade could be on this because I don't want to jinx it. All I can say is that the book is beautiful. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That is all I am saying. So I picked all these books up from one store. Yes, at a free comic book day sale. So paid $400 for this. To me, beyond worth it. Beyond worth it. Because when you think about, Reverse Flash, top 5 DC villains, maybe a top 10 villains of all time. So, I don't know if you count, Marvel and DC. Top villain. All right. What was this? So I picked this up from the same store about a week later. Went back there and they got in, some kind of mid to lower grade books. And I found another copy of Marvel Superheroes number 13. First appearance of Carol Danvers. Now, this book is beat to shit. I would say this book might be in fair condition. Probably fair to poor. I mean, you can see like the heavy creasing here. There's like a cover detachment all the way up, probably to here, or maybe to here. There's like a tear, like a little chunk missing on the back cover to like right there. I mean, but I still picked it up anyway. Also, a mid-grade copy, probably a VF minus to fine plus copy of Incredible Hulk number 441. I've been searching for this book for probably a year. This is the newsstand $1.50 variant. The other more common version is $1.95, but this one is a little bit tougher to find at $1.50, oddly enough. Daredevil number 254, first appearance of Typhoid Mary. Another really tough to find book. It's in mid-grade, but I don't know. I figured I'd pick it up. Because this book is really tough to find. Either it isn't in the back issue bins or they want $20 for it. And I don't know. I already have a copy that's, really nice high grade, but, you can stand to have another one. Batgirl Adventures, number 1. This book, again, another probably VF minus copy. But what was interesting about this one, this is a newsstand. Actually, all of these are newsstands. So, and I believe for the total for these 4 books was $30. I know this one alone is worth, I mean, even though it's beat to shit, Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel is really hot right now. So, I mean, worth it just for this. So, yeah. I really don't know what the book like this could go for. Especially in that condition. But, I got it. All right. And also, I bought from the same store 2 copies of Batman The Red Death. Now, to me, this is not necessarily a victory because I wound up paying $10 each. They're both, they're both near mint copies, but I don't know. I think I would have felt better paying maybe $8 each. I don't know. And also I paid $10 for this one. Batman White Knight number 3, the variant for that. But again, I paid $10 for that. That's a little much. Little much. Now, I got a great deal on these, but not a great deal on these. But, hey, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know what? We have a little bit of time. Let's go through the shit that I picked up on, that I bought on Free Comic Book Day. Let's do that. Let's do this. So I got 2 copies of Excalibur number 86. And this is the first appearance of Pete Wisdom. There's a lot of speculation that Pete guy is this guy. The Pete guy that's in the Deadpool 2 movie is this guy that's in this comic. And there he is right there. He looks way too cool to be, or what the late 90s version of what cool was. But if you buy a copy, make sure it has like the little cards in there. This one doesn't have the card, and I just realized that. Damn it. But found 2 copies of that. Guardians of the Galaxy number 1. Got that for $1. Sensation Comics number 4. Adam Hughes cover. That was $1. Iron Man number 304. That was $1. Astro City number 1. Not sure why I bought that. There was a set of Long Shot number 1 through 6. And the set was $5. So basically paid less than $1 for these. And they're all, you know what? And they're all newsstand versions, which is cool. So, yeah. Got Long Shot 1 through 6. And the fact that Longshot only has 3 fingers and the thumb really freaks me the hell out. Don't know why. You freak me out, Longshot, with your 3 fingers and a thumb. What is this? Power Man and Iron Fist number 78. 3rd appearance of Sabretooth. And last but not least, Punisher number 1 from, I believe, 2000. This is the 2nd print variant. Whatever. I mean, these are decent books if, you know, my comic book store, if the comic book store that I got these from was like 10 minutes away. You know, that's cool, but driving an hour, definitely not worth an hour. Definitely not. So that's my haul. I'm sticking to it. I'm definitely taking these to CGC tomorrow because CGC is at the show that I'm going to, so it's going to be on and popping. Yes, pray for me that I find some more deals. Pray for me. All right, that's my haul. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.